What a nice day. What a lovely day. Ah, it just looks so nice. Let me just, let's see, where should I stick my whiteboard? Let me just put my whiteboard, I don't know, maybe right around here. Okay, that's a good place for the whiteboard. Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome to the live stream today. Lauren Wilson, Sam Strongarm, Small, James Sims. You guys are first. 안녕하세요. We'll get started in just a moment. Thank you all for coming. Let's see who else is here. Yes, welcome everyone. Someone said, oh, Chris White. Uh-oh, this is intermediate. No, this is, yes, part of it is intermediate. Part of it is beginner. The first part of our lesson is going to be beginner, and the second part will be intermediate, because the form we're going to be learning today actually has two difficulty levels. Because it has two uses, and one of its uses is beginner level, and its other usage is intermediate level, and we'll talk about both. So if you're beginner, this lesson's for you. If you're intermediate, this lesson's also for you. Finally got here at the beginning. Yes, welcome. Nice. Thank you for all the other YouTube teacher recommendations. Yes, I'm. I enjoyed making that video as well. Shouldn't be too hard today. Yeah, if you are already familiar with this form and both of its uses, you might not get too much out of the lesson today. But in my experience, I've found that most low intermediates are not aware of how to use this second usage of the form. So we'll see. Likely though, most people here will be able to learn something from the lesson. Yes, and if you're just here wondering when we get started, well, we're going to be starting in about under 10 minutes. Before we start, though, I have some announcements, as always, just while people are still coming in. First announcement is make sure to vote for the polls for live streaming. So you saw the one on Monday. There's going to be another one up tomorrow. Make sure to vote for that. Actually, you know what? I think there's only one more option left. No, I think there's only one option left, and I think it's going to be 겸사. Yeah, I think it's going to be 겸 for 겸사 and 겸 for next week's lesson, which is going to be an advanced level lesson. So for those of you who are waiting for advanced topics, next Sunday will be your lesson. Most likely. I'll have to take a look. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 겸 though. And then after that, we're going to be doing a new set of 4 or maybe five more topics that we can vote on. And all of those topics come from members. So if you think, Billy, please teach me one topic, please teach me about this topic or that topic, and you want to suggest it to me, then become a member. You can join my Patreon. You can also just become a YouTube member, and you get connections with, you get a special members channel. You can enter in the Discord. You also get access to all of the outlines and worksheets that I post. And yeah, so make sure to vote for that. Also, if you're already a member, so Patreon members, you guys make sure to get the worksheet for today's lesson. I believe it has 11 or 12 extra practice sentences that you can use. So I never have enough time to do all the examples that I want in these live streams. They're quite short, but if you get the worksheet, you can practice with an extra 11 or 12 sentences so you can really get this down. Let's see, what else do we need to announce? Live streams. Yes. Oh, yes, that, of course. Another big announcement is if you didn't read my community tab post, I made a post about this, but in case you didn't read it, I will continue to post every week. In addition to doing these live streams, which will continue as normal, in addition to the live streams, I'm also going to be posting every week 3 new videos. So one of those videos will be a edited version of a live stream, and the other 2 will be completely new, unrelated videos. So yeah, hopefully while you guys are stuck at home, you can get plenty of content to learn Korean between my videos, other YouTube channel videos, and whatever books you're using. You should be able to get enough content to continue studying Korean. So I want to make that announcement. Also, we are now caught up with all of the abridged live stream videos. So this last week, I uploaded the last 2. I uploaded how to say even, as well as how to say, how to use the 지경 form, which we did the last live stream. So now we are all caught up with the live streams. And this week as well, I believe on Wednesday of this week, I will post today's live stream. So I will try to do that. When we have a live stream, I'll try to post the edited version a few days after it's finished. So yeah, so in case you missed these live streams, well, I recommend the live streams because they go much more slowly. There's more interaction, there's more examples. But if you can't come to the live streams, you can at least do the abridged versions later. Can you make more videos about Busan dialect? I did one, but I'm not sure what else you'd want to learn. Like, it would just be specific phrases, because I already did a video that outlines all of the major differences. Let's see, 54. Okay. Aye. Yes. Kate June, welcome as well. Okay, and some other announcements before we get started. We're still a few minutes early. Let's see, we caught up with that. We did that. Oh, yes. There's merchandise. So you probably already know. Why did I turn this inside out? You probably already know because I've mentioned it for now a couple months. But yes, there's merchandise. So this is I just turned it inside out. But you can find merch. There's a link in the description. This one's with KeyCat and me, and it's a kind of a riff on the. It's famous in Korea. This is it's like a parody of a famous stamp everyone knows in Korea from characters Charsu and Youngi. There's also some more stuff. Yeah, you can check that out. And another announcement. This is not really related to learning Korean, but it kind of is. I started a gaming channel just for fun. So this is a second channel. I'm not gonna post the link. If you can find it, feel free to share the link. Just letting you know it exists. I made a second channel for playing games. It's just random content. I'm just going to stream whenever I feel like it. I'm not going to be editing videos. It's not going to be teaching Korean, but I would like to play some Korean games. So if there's a game in Korean that you'd like me to play, then leave a comment. Not here, but on that channel. Not this channel is just for learning Korean, but go ahead and leave it on that channel. And I just made this for the time being, just for fun, as in just something to pass the time whenever I'm not busy. So yeah, and it might or might not. It might go more regularly. It might just be random, but right now it is. So yeah, just announcing that. So just for those 78 of you who are here right now, 80 of you who are in the chat right now, I started a gaming channel. If you search Go Billy Gaming, you can find it, but I'm not going to be sharing it on here because it's not related to learning Korean. But yeah. Welcome. Like not StarCraft games. Well, StarCraft is obviously not a Korean game, but I mean games that have Korean language as an option. I'd like to do that. I did my first stream just yesterday. I was not playing a Korean game. I don't have any Korean games yet because I normally don't play very many games, but if someone suggests to me a fun Korean game, then I can try it out. Discord. Oh, if you're looking for the Discord link, you can find the link to the Discord in my channel. If you just go to my YouTube channel, there's a link to the Discord at the top of the screen, top right of the screen. I can also post it in here. Just wait a minute and the bot will post the link to it. All right, and I think that is all the announcements that we have. So the prerequisites for the forms that we're going to be learning about today are as such. You need to know how to do verb conjugation. Specifically, you should be comfortable with the yo form. And I mean how to conjugate the yo form. So all the rules that go into that. Whether that's with a descriptive verb or an action verb, you should be very familiar with verb conjugation, no matter whether you're trying to just learn the beginning level version of this form or the intermediate level version. Whoa, that's strong. That's a lot of caffeine in there today. Okay, so if I start talking really fast, you'll know why. We still have a couple more minutes. I will start right at 2 o'clock. Okay, June, I found the channel. Yeah, if you find the channel, feel free to share it. But I'm not going to be posting it. I'm not going to be making a video about it on this channel. I'm not going to be posting about it on this channel or talking about it on this channel, except right now I'm just telling you that it exists. Now that I'm not working, I can finally catch these streams live again. Nice. Tiffany, stay by day. How have you been, Billy? That's a good question. I've been okay. I'm just busy. Because I'm not going to Korea right now. I'm actually busier than if I were in Korea, because when I'm in Korea, I can film realistically about 2 to 3 videos every week, and the videos will be completely unique. So maybe traveling or meeting with a friend and talking with them. And it's very casual. It's very easy. I can do it one every other day if I want, or every 2 days. But here I have to still make the same number of videos. I still have to film 2 to 3 videos a week, but I'm not able to go outside and meet other people or travel other places. So the video content I can make here takes longer to make than the video content I can make if I'm out and about in Korea. So yeah, I've been kind of busy lately. I'm hoping that if things get better, then I can still make a trip to Korea this year, but we'll see. Okay. When I first started watching the live streams, I thought Charsu was an actual friend of Billy. No, I don't know. I don't know any Charsus. Okay, so in case you're wondering, here, let me show you where I am again. Let me just move my whiteboard. So I am out at this beautiful field. I'm actually waiting. I'm actually waiting for a train right now, and I figured while I'm waiting for this train, in this field, it should be coming right along there. I think it's gonna come here in about an hour and a half. So it should be perfect. Right when I finish the live stream, I can just, bring up the whiteboard and go get in the train. So it should be great. Yeah, I'm just waiting here for the train to come. The stop's just right behind me. You can't see it. It's it's that way. It's just a little bit down that way. It's right there. So yeah, as soon as this live stream finishes, I'm just gonna get in the train. And it'll be great. I caught a few trains recently on other live streams, so I just wanted to, take another trip out to the country, get some fresh country air, and just kind of relax out here. It's nice. Life rhymes. 안녕하세요. Welcome. All right. So let's get started with the lesson for today. The form we're going to be learning about is actually very simple to conjugate. You take an action verb stem and you conjugate it as if you're going to be getting the yo form. So, you attach a or o, etc. And then you attach either kada, to go, or oda, to come. What this does is, and keep in mind, this is only with action verbs. What this does is this shows the direction of a motion verb. It shows the direction that an action verb happens. What does that mean? Well, sometimes you'll want to show the direction that an action verb is happening. Let me give you an example. Kada, of course, means to go. And oda, of course, means to come. Okay? What this form literally means, I'll tell you this first. What this form literally means is to do the action verb and then to go. Or to do the action verb and then to come here. So a literal meaning of this form is that we're first doing this first verb. Let's just say the first verb is, let's just do hada. Although we're not going to be using hada for right now. Let's just say hada, to do whatever we have that we're doing. So some sort of verb we're doing. Hada. And then kada, to go. So doing something, and then after that's taken care of, going somewhere else, right? Kada, to go out. Or to do something and then come back here, or come here. So doing and then going somewhere, or doing and then coming here. That's the literal meaning of this form. But you can do a lot with this form, and you probably already know many examples of verbs that use this sort of pattern, and that's why this form that we're going to be using first is actually a beginner level form. The next form we're going to be using has the same form, but has a second meaning, which is intermediate, and we'll talk about that next. So, let me give you an example. just a very basic example. We have 3 verbs. 걷다, to walk. Oh, I got a donation. Omar, mane walla, I can't pronounce that. Manejwal, I don't know. The J is throwing me up. Your videos are excellent. I would love a directory of all videos categorized by level just in the future. Access at higher page. Omar, send me a message on Discord with information about what you mean, and I'll try to make it happen. Omar, thank you for the assistance. I'll just call you Omar if that's okay, because I can't actually pronounce your last name very well. Manehiwala. I'm close, right? Thank you. Let me do a dab. Actually, that gets a party dab. That's a pretty big donation. All right, we're good. Thank you. So, first verb is 걷다, to walk. Everyone should know this one. It just means to walk, just to walk. As in, to walk in general. In general, not anywhere specifically. So I've seen some beginners misuse this, actually. Not so much this verb, but this concept that we're learning today. It gets misused all the time by beginners. In fact, even by intermediate people, I hear this concept get misused. So the regular verb 걷다 by itself, without anything else on it, just means to walk just in general. So you could say something like, I enjoy walking, right? My hobby is walking. I don't know if your hobby would be walking. Let's see. Every morning I'll walk at the mall. I'll go walking. That kind of thing. You want to just use this verb by itself because you're not saying that you're walking to somewhere. You're not saying that you're walking from somewhere to here. You're just saying that you like walking in general. 걷다 means to walk just in general, not anywhere, not going somewhere, and not coming here. Just in general, walking. We're not saying where, just walking. Walking for the sake of walking. However, if we conjugate this, 걷다, of course, 걷다 becomes 걸, 걸어 for the 요 form, so 걸어. So if you were to say 걸어, 요, I walk, well, you're not saying I'm walking there. You're not saying I'm walking here. You're just saying, in general, my legs are moving. I'm just walking somewhere. I'm just walking. I'm not saying where I'm going. I'm not specifying the direction, right? I'm not specifying the direction of this action verb because I'm not doing anything else to it. But we have 2 more verbs. 걸어가다 and 걸어오다. 걸어가다 is this same verb plus our conjugation, and then adding kada, or also adding oda. And these are 2 more verbs. And these are the ones that I see people misuse a lot. And even I hear intermediates misuse this a lot. Intermediate people, I even hear sometimes will say something like, 저는 걸어가는 걸 좋아해요. I like 걸어가다. I like walking. Well, walking 가다. Walking there. Walking somewhere. If you just said, 걸어가는 걸 좋아해요. I like walking. But where? There is no other context for that to make sense. If you were to say, I walk to school every morning. Every day. 매일. Every day. 학교까지 up to school. 학교까지 up to school. 걸어가요. I walk to school every day. Totally fine. Walk to school. Or every day I walk from school. 걸어와요. Perfectly fine. If you were to then say 걸어가는 걸 좋아해요. I like 걸어가다. I like to walk. Well, now you're saying I like to walk there. So now you're saying I like to walk to school. Perfect. However, if there is no location, if you're just talking about I like walking or I walk in general, you cannot use kada or oda with these verbs. You have to use the regular verb. So this was just one example, but I'm going to give you some more examples. So remember, adding this form to a verb shows the direction that the motion is going for an action verb. So whether that motion is going away from you, kada, somewhere else, or if that motion is coming toward you, oda, coming here. That's what the kada and oda endings do to a verb. Let's do another example. Okay, I'm not doing a lesson about this 까지 today, but it means up to or just to a location. 서울까지. So to Seoul. 뛰다. 뛰다 can have a lot of meanings. It can mean can fly, it can mean to jump, but it also just means to run. Kind of like you're running quickly. Okay. So 뛰어. How would we say I ran to Seoul? Would we do it with 뛰다, 뛰었어요, or 뛰어갔어요? Just think about that for a second. I'll tell you the answer, but just think about it for a second. Do we want to say 뛰었어요, I ran to school, or 뛰어갔어요? I'll tell you the difference. Oh, I got another donation. Shar. Hey, Shar. Thank you, Shar. I got to give you a donation for that. Oh, another one. The board doesn't work with stickers. Yeah, it doesn't. Another one for Shar. But I will see it. I will see it. I promise. I try to check the chat, even though I can't read all the message. I do check them. Thank you, Shar. I'll give you 2 dabs. Thank you. Oh, if someone's wondering about conjugation, this rule where some verbs become lier when conjugated is only some of the time. So keep an eye out for these verbs. They're tricky, but it's not an every time thing. Another one is the, actually, we're not talking about verb conjugations today, but yeah, sometimes it does, but not always. There are just as many verbs that do not as do. Okay. 뛰었어요 and 뛰어갔어요. 서울까지 뛰었어요. Just I ran, I was running to Seoul. I was running and I kept running until I reached Seoul. That's what you get. This isn't the one you would use though. It's just I was running and then when I got to Seoul I stopped. So I ran to Seoul. Yeah, but that's not the one that they would use. I was just running in general and then I got to Seoul until I got to Seoul. Okay. This is the one you'd want to use. 뛰어갔어요. I ran there, somewhere else, up to Seoul. And the reason we're doing this is because we need to show direction. This form, kada or oda, you don't need to stick it on to every verb. You only use this with action verbs when it's necessary to show what direction you're going. So anytime there's some sort of movement somewhere, going somewhere or coming to here, you really need to use this kada or oda ending. And anytime there is, and on the other hand, anytime there is not a direction, so anytime you just want to say running in general or walking in general or doing something just in general, then you should not use it. And that's where I really see intermediates mess up, is that they'll use the kada form, and they'll think that 뛰어가다 means to walk. 뛰어가다, yeah, I walk. Oh, I walked here. 여기로 뛰어갔어요. You know, they'll use it in the wrong way. Or 뛰어가는 거 걸어가는 거 좋아해요. I like walking. No, it has a very awkward sound if you're misusing it. So I shouldn't say that. Keep in mind that whenever you use kada and oda, you are showing direction. Keep that in mind. 서울까지 뛰어갔어요. I ran to Seoul. Okay, let's do our next example sentence. And we're good on time. Okay, let's do a similar one. 서울에서. Here we have from Seoul. 여기까지. Guess what I'm going to say? Guess what I'm going to write? I'm going to use the same verb, 뛰. Are we going to say 뛰었어요, 뛰어갔어요, or 뛰어왔어요? Which one do you think we're going to say? It's Karina. Ask me that during the Q&A after today's lesson. 뛰었어요. Yes. Sorry. I added ice cubes to this. It's like really cold though. I should not do that. Okay. Yes. 뛰어왔어요. Life rhymes. Ah, you have a typo. 띠용. I saw it before you deleted it. But I saw you just had the extra thing. 뛰어왔어요. So, 뛰다 would just mean in general. We don't want to use the in general form whenever there's a location. Sorry. Whenever there's a direction. Whenever there's a direction, you need to use either the kada or 오다 ending for an action verb. 서울에서, from Seoul. 여기까지, to here. 뛰어왔어요. I ran. Here, from Seoul. Goes like exactly backwards. I ran here from Seoul. From Seoul, 서울에서 여기까지, to here, 뛰어왔어요. I ran, as in I ran here. Now, notice something though. 뛰어왔어요. By itself means I ran here, right? 뛰어오다, 오다 means to come. So I ran and then came, literally I ran and then I came here. So I came here by running. 여기까지, to here. You don't really need 여기까지. You can just cut this out if you want. It doesn't sound awkward to use it though. It sounds totally fine. Because you're specifying to here, whereas without context, this could be somewhere else. This could be like where, when I was there at the time, I ran here from Seoul. But if you're saying 여기까지, you mean like here, here. So it adds emphasis to that. But if you wanted, you could just say 서울에서 뛰어왔어요. I ran here from Seoul. So that's why this 오다 form already has this sort of here meaning embedded in it. So you can add 여기까지 to here just to emphasize that, like up to here. I ran here from Seoul, but it's not 100% necessary. So if you want to be a bit lazier, you want a shorter sentence, just use 뛰어오다. You don't need to say to here if you want. 서울에서 여기까지 뛰어왔어요. I ran here from Seoul. Okay, let's do one more with 뛰다. 뛰어갈 수. Actually, let me rewrite this a little bit better. Oh, I think it's time for a new eraser. 뛰어갈 수 없어요. I cannot run there. 뛸 수 없어요. 뛰어갈 수 없어요. 뛸 수 없어요. Think about for a moment. Think about it by yourself. What's the difference? Write down in chat. I'm just going to give you a minute. Think about what the difference is between these two expressions because they are very different. Gianna C., welcome. Okay. I can't run there. Renshin. Okay, nice. Yes. Small, nice. Yes, yes. I just want you to think about it for a moment. I know I've kind of already taught it, but I want you to think about it for yourself. Both of these are perfectly fine to say. No, I'm not saying one of these is wrong. Both of these are correct, but their meanings are slightly different. 뛰어갈 수 없어요. 뛰어가다. To run there. So if your friend was like, hey, give me your car, okay? And you say, your friend's like, loan me your car. 차 좀 빌려줘. Let me borrow your car. And you're like, no, I need my car. I need my car so I can drive to Seoul. I have to drive to Seoul tomorrow. And your friend says, you can take the bus. And you're like, there's no bus. 뛰어갈 수 없어요. I can't run there. 뛰어가다. I can't run 가다. There, somewhere, going. I can't run going wherever. In this case, it would be Seoul. If, however, you were to say, oh, my leg hurts. Ah, my leg hurts. 뛸 수 없어요. I can't run. You could also reply with this. Maybe your friend says, hey, you can give me your car. Oh, I need to get to school. School's not that far. And you say, oh, 다리가 아파요. My leg hurts. 뛸 수 없어요. I can't run. Right? That's fine too. But now you're emphasizing that you cannot run. Just the action of running in general. Not to anywhere. You're just saying, oh, I can't even physically run. Right? You could say both. 뛰어갈 수 없어요. My leg hurts. 뛰어갈 수 없어요. I cannot run there. Or just 뛸 수 없어요. I cannot run in general at all. I can't run. So both of these are okay to say. Just know that they have different meanings. So I'm not trying to say that you have to use 뛰어가다 every time or you have to use 뛰다 every time or anything like that. Just know that they have slightly different meanings and both are used. All of these forms are used. But you would not say 뛰어올 수 없어요 unless you're talking about someone else. 뛰어오다 here, because that wouldn't make any sense. You cannot 뛰어오다 somewhere else because 오다 means to come here. So you could say 찰수's leg hurts. 뛰어올 수 없어요. He cannot run here because his leg hurts. Or 찰수's leg hurts. 뛸 수 없어요. Right? There's no need to even specify a direction. Just in general, he can't run. So that's what I wanted to show. Just as a comparison, I wanted to show just for a bit how these can be both acceptable but different in meaning. Okay. 2. All right. The verbs 데려가다 and 데려오다. Well, I won't write that. You guys can see it in the sentence. 데려가다 and 데려오다 also are products of this same form. 데리다 means to carry, to bring, but only for but only for animate objects, as in humans or animals. You do not 데려가다 your bag. You would 가지고 가다 or 가져가다 your bag. 데려가다, to bring something there. 데려가다, to literally to take it and then go. Just like this form we're using. Or to take it and then come. So you could say 강아지, your dog. 강아지도 데려가세요. Take your dog and go. As in, bring your dog there. Bring it along with you when you go. 강아지도 데려오세요. Take your dog and come here. Or bring your dog here, right? We're having a party. 강아지도 데려오세요. Bring your dog. Like that. Or they're doing a party at 찰수's house. 강아지도 데려가세요. Bring your dog. There. 데려가다. To take it and go. 데려오다. To take it and bring. So these verbs as well came from that form. The same goes with 가져가다 and 가져오다, which I'll show you one quick example. 과자 means snacks, but it's most often used to refer to chips. I don't mean like British chips, like French fries. I mean like regular, crunchy chips. So just chips, like, potato chips. Any sort of potato chip is also called 과자. 가져가다 comes from 가지다. 가지다 means to carry or to hold on your person. To have something on your person, to carry something. Not pick up, not like carry, like, but as in just to have it on you, to carry it on you. 가지다. 가져가다. To carry it on you and then go. 파티에 과자를 가져. So get some candy on your person, carry some candy, take some candy, 가세요, and go. 파티에 과자를 가져가세요. And this is the regular verb for saying to take something with you, like to bring it somewhere else. If you were to say 가져오세요, now you're saying bring it here. So I just wanted to show you that these regular verbs that you probably already knew are also products of this kada and oda grammar form. Let's just check the chat for a second. Okay. And one more. Oh, actually, I already did that. Let's just do this. 가져오세요. So now bring it here. Or 가져왔어요. I brought it. I took candy. I had it on my person. And then what happened next? 왔어요. I came here. So I brought snacks here to the party. So now you're saying here is the party, so or wherever the party is. You can even remove that. It doesn't really matter. 과자를 가져왔어요. I brought snacks. I brought chips here. I put them on my person and then I came here. So kada and oda show the motion. Sorry, kada and oda show the direction of a motion. They show the direction that an action verb happens, whether it's happening towards somewhere else or happening here. I think the next donation, I'm going to replace this marker because eraser. Markers are okay because this eraser is just like spreading black ink everywhere. It's gross. Okay. Let's do a new one. Let's do a new verb. You probably, maybe you've seen it before. 제가 저녁, so dinner, or normally just evening, but you can also use the word 저녁 to just mean dinner. 저녁을 사다, to buy. Oops, let's put these together. Space. 사갈게요. 사가다. From 사다 and 가다 or 오다. So, 사다, to buy. 사가다, to buy, and then 가다, go somewhere. 사오다, to buy and then bring here. So these don't really have great translations in English. And in fact, I think that's why many people are confused about how to use the verbs 사가다 and 사다 and 사오다. Many people get these confused. Like, when do I want to say like 살게요, I'll buy it for you, or 사갈게요, I'll buy it for you, right? They both mean the exact same thing in English because we don't care so much about that in English, which is why this can be difficult. I, 저녁, dinner, 저녁을 사갈게요. Literally, I will buy dinner and then I will go there, wherever that is. Oh, Chris White. Chris White. Wow, that's a big donation. Hold on, let me put this paper down. Chris. Okay, I said it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a dab first. Then I'm gonna change this marker. Oh, Chris O too. Chris O. Wow, 2. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, I'm gonna do another dab. So let's do a star dab. I actually don't know the appropriate dab for this one. All right, I think it should be the harp sound effect actually for this one. Thank you guys, both of the Chris's with different spelling, Chris with a C and Chris with a K. Thank you guys. Okay, let me change my eraser real quick. I'll be right back. Let's throw this one away. and let's get a new one. Okay, brand new eraser. Okay, thank you guys again. So, back to the lesson. 제가 저녁을 사갈게요. I will buy dinner for you. Well, then what's the difference between just saying 사갈게요 or saying 살게요? Right? Think about it and tell me in chat. What is the difference between just saying 사갈게요? Saying just 살게요 and 사갈게요. They both mean in English, I'll tell you, they both mean I'll buy dinner for you. I'll buy you dinner. They both mean that in English. No difference in translation in English. Littering in the country. No, I'm not littering, Sam. There's a trash can right over here. It's right here, I swear. It's a trash can. See? It's this country trash can right here. Buy and go there. Okay. A few of you guys have got it. Yeah, I'll buy it and go. Okay. Yes. 사, 봐, by itself. I will buy you dinner. The end. That's really the end. Like, hey, are you hungry? 제가 저녁을 살게요. I will treat you to dinner. I will buy you dinner. The end. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. 제가 저녁을 사갈게요. So, I will buy it, and then I will go somewhere else. Well, where? This is probably going to be where the other person is. Like, I'll bring you dinner. I'll buy you dinner and bring it there. So, not only am I buying you dinner, 살게요, but I'm also buying it. I'm also bringing it to you. So, perhaps we're calling, and you're talking on the phone, and your friend's like, oh, I'm so hungry. You're, 제가 저녁을 사갈게요. Oh, Gianna. Hey, Gianna. Wow, I've gotten three big donations. No, 4. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Gianna. C. I'll add the C there because it makes you special. Oh yeah, we got to do another dab. So let's do let's do this one. The patriotic dab. Sorry, if you're actually expecting something good, sorry to disappoint you. Thank you, Gianna, for the donation. And yes, so okay, so back to the lesson. Yes. So yeah, here we have, I will buy it for you and I will go there. 사갈게요. So like, hey, stay home. 제가 저녁을 사갈게요. I will buy you, I'll bring you dinner. In fact, you might even want to translate this not as buy you dinner, but in English we might just say, I'll bring you dinner. Right? Now, in English, however, saying I'll bring you dinner, don't then translate that back to Korean as 가져갈게요. That just means I'll get dinner and bring it to you. This one's buying it for them, not just bringing it to them, but you're buying it, specifically buying it. But I think in this case, a better translation in English would just be, I will bring you dinner. Because it has that meaning of, I will buy it, and then I will go there. So I'll buy it for you, yes, but I'll buy it and bring it to you. Or in English, we would just say, I'll bring you dinner. So that's the difference. Just, I will buy you dinner. No specification. This could be, I'll buy it for you and bring it to you. It could be, I'll buy it for you and you come over to my place. It could just be, I'll buy it for you and it's waiting at the restaurant for you. There is no extra information as to what direction this is going in. Just, in general, I'll buy it. I'll buy it and go. So I'll bring it to you. I'll buy it for you, and I'll bring it to you, like that. Yes. These always work good for like 5 minutes. I have one that works better. I have better erasers actually that work better and last longer. But then they're only magnetic at the side like this, so they always keep falling off. So I like these ones better because I can put them anywhere. Okay. Next sentence. All right. Next sentence. And this is our last sentence for the beginner form, and then we'll move on to our intermediate form for today. 아버지가, so dad, father. 아버지가 chicken. 치킨을, let's do this down here. 사오셨어요. So now the verb we're using is 사다 plus 오다 plus the honorific ending 시. 사오셨어요, past tense. 사오시다 becoming past tense. 사오셨어요. If this were a command, 사오세요, like that. 사오셨어요. 아버지가 치킨을 사오셨어요. Dad bought chicken. Dad brought chicken home. 아버지가 치킨을 사오셨어요. So, Dad 치킨을 사다, bought chicken, and then what happened after? 오셨어요. And then he came here. So the motion of buying, this actual direction that he's buying something, is 오다, coming here. 사오셨어요. So he bought it and brought it here, is what it means. 아버지가 치킨을 사오셨어요. So Dad brought us chicken. As in, Dad bought us chicken. So Dad bought us chicken and came home. Dad came home with chicken. You can think of it like that too. However you want to translate it. So Dad bought dinner and brought it here. Chicken dinner, literally. All right. Let's go on to our next form. And our next form is intermediate level. But we're going to be talking about these one at a time. For conjugation, it is the exact same conjugation as what we just did. You take an action verb stem and you conjugate it and then stick kada or oda to the end. But because this is an intermediate form, these verbs actually have slightly different meanings, whether you're using it with kada or oda. First thing I should say is whether you're using it with kada or oda, there will always be a space added before the kada or oda part. So between the conjugation and kada or oda, you will have to add a space. For example, let's just take hada. Hada conjugated becomes he. Then we can attach kada or oda after it. Here, there is a space. Notice, instead of, before we just had, they were attached. So 가져가다, attached. 사오다, 사가다, attached. Here, there is supposed to be a space added. That is because this usage is actually different. Now, you might find most people will not add a space, but just know there's supposed to be a space there whenever it is being used to mean this type of meaning. This meaning is slightly different. Well, actually, I shouldn't say slightly. This meaning is completely different from the motion verb form that we just learned. Fortunately, though, this form is, you're not going to get this confused. You're not going to think that someone is saying 가져오다 or something like moving. This one is only used with other action verbs. Whenever it's used with an action verb that shows some sort of motion, you can know that it's that kada or oda, the going or coming form. Any other verb that doesn't seem to fit that definition is this. So you don't have to worry, first of all, about confusing the beginner form we just did with this new intermediate form we're doing. If the verb doesn't naturally make sense to mean like you're doing some sort of action and then going, if it doesn't make sense that way, it's this. Okay? So if you see a verb that you're like, well, hada, hey kada, well, what would that mean? Or you see it some situation where you're not sure what it means, like 닮아가다, 닮다. 닮다 means to resemble. What is 닮아가다? What is 닮아오다? What does that mean? Resemble here? That makes no sense. It means it is this form. So anytime it doesn't make sense with the direction, it is this form. So you will not confuse these. So don't worry about that. First thing, I know when I first learned this form, I thought, how am I going to tell them apart? They both use the same conjugation and the same verbs. Well, they don't use the same verbs. They use the same conjugation. It looks like they're using the same verbs, but the first one will always be a verb that can have a motion added to it anyway. Something that shows what direction that is happening. Whereas this one doesn't. This one is just any other verb, and you'll see what I mean. So, same conjugation, kada and oda as well. Add a space. And we're going to talk about these one at a time because they are different a little bit. But before we start, how are you guys doing? Let's just take a 1-minute break. I know I'm actually a minute behind in the lesson, but I think we need a 1-minute break. And I need to add some more water to this caffeine drink because this caffeine drink is really strong. So let's add some more water. There we go. Much better, I hope. All good, nice. Much better. Okay. Those voice cracks. Yes. For those of you who don't know, I'm 33 and I'm still going through puberty. So you might hear my voice crack sometimes. I'm good, but my tea's cold. Yes. My tea is very cold. Well, it's not tea, but it's just an energy drink. Kind of like one of those packets that you buy. 다녀왔습니다. Yes, Tiffany say. In fact, the worksheet has that example. 다니다. To go somewhere or to attend something or to commute somewhere. I think commute is a good definition for there. Going somewhere frequently and coming back. 다니다. 다녀오세요. To go somewhere and then come back. Literally. To commute to work and come back. 다녀오세요. Literally, get out of here, but come back. That's what it means. And that's what it comes from, is that same motion verb. The doing something and then coming here. I'm playing Roblox with my Hello Dog friend. Oof. Okay. Is it a more natural way? No, it's different. 사고 가다. So someone is asking about 사고 가다 or 하고 가다. That is literally just I do something and I do something. That could mean and then I do something, or it could just mean I do something and in addition to that, I do something. So you could say 저녁을 사고 갈게요. 저녁을 사고 먹을 거예요. 저녁을 사고 밥도 사고 김치도 사고, like that. It doesn't have to mean and then you're doing something. It just means I buy something and I go. It literally just means that. And in Korean, it literally just means that. It's not a special form. So 사고 or 하고 or whatever is just I do something and. Well, is that and then? Or is it just and in general? It could be either. So yeah, this is not the same form as that. The cool form is actually more versatile. You can use the cool form like just to mean and whenever you want, as long as it's attached onto a verb. Okay. So, what this kada does. So you're probably wondering, okay. So what this kada does is very useful. It shows that there is a continuing action, an action that continues. Specifically, the action verb that you use with this form continues from now into the future. So it's kind of like saying the word continually, or something keeps doing something, but not just like right now, it continually does something like, oh, my computer keeps breaking right now. No, this is like saying it continually into the future, it continues to do something, or it will continue to do something. So you can say something like, my weight continues to increase. No matter how much I exercise, my weight keeps going up. That sort of continually. And my weight is going to keep going up. My weight continually. Into the future, my weight's always going up. No matter how much I exercise. Something continues. An action verb that you use here continues from now and into the future. And just keeps going. It keeps going into the future. That's what this form does. So, let me give you an example. So being used with kada here is not the direction physically, but the direction in time. Think about it like that. From now until somewhere else. So I'm doing it and then going off, not there, but going off into the future. Think about it like that. So it actually is the same form, but it has a completely different use when it's not being used to show the direction. So you can use it with verbs like 되다. So conjugating 되다 becomes 되오 or just 돼. So we're just going to do 돼. 가고. So 돼 가다. So 돼 가고 있다. You can ask your friend, how's your project doing? How is your project going? As in, 잘 되다, to go well, to do well. Like, is it okay? Is it going okay? First of all, you could just ask your friend, 프로젝트가 잘 돼요? 잘 돼요? Is everything working well? Is everything going well? Just in general, 되다, in general. Is it all going okay? Well, now you can also ask them, 돼 가요? Is it going well? Is it going to keep going well? As in, toward the future. So our direction now is no longer a physical place, but it's just in the future, like out into the future that way. Is it going okay? Like it's all going okay? You predict into the future it's still going to go okay? 잘 돼 가고 있어요? Like, is it going on okay? Still into the future it's going on? It's going okay? 잘 돼 가? If you're close. You don't have to use this in the 고 있다 form. You can just use it as 잘 돼 가, 잘 돼 가나, 잘 돼 가나요? 잘 돼 갑니까? You know, like that. 잘 돼 가고 있어요? 잘 돼 가고 있어요? So is it going well? Into the future, everything good? Not right now. Not just 잘 돼요? Is it okay right now? You're asking, is it going okay? Is the direction it's going good? Is it going in that good direction into the future? 잘 돼 가고 있어요? 잘 돼 가고 있어요? Is it going well? Whatever it is, project, your homework, your studies, finding a job, learning Korean. 잘 돼 가고 있어요? Is it going well? 운동, exercise. 운동을 안 하고, so not doing exercise and now 안 하다, to not do, literally to not do. But anytime you have like negative with 고, any sort of negative verb with 고, the meaning in English translates better as without. So instead of saying not exercising and, translate it as without exercising. Without exercising. Or just I didn't exercise and, literally. But I think without exercising works okay too. Depending on the sentence. Something 안 하고 or 하지 않고. Something negative 고. 모르고, without knowing. Right? Without is often a good translation too. Just change it depending on what sounds nice to you. 운동을 안 하고, so not doing exercise, and 먹기만, we did a lesson about that. 했더니, we also did a lesson about 더니. So, 운동을 안 하고 먹기만 했더니. So I only ate without exercising, without doing any exercise. All I did was eat. 먹기만 했더니, and as a result, 했더니 몸무게, so my body weight. 무게 means weight. 몸, 몸무게 means weight. Body weight. So like that's your body weight, literally. Just your weight. My weight increased. 몸무게가 늘어가고 있어요. So here is another example. 운동을 안 하고, I didn't do exercise, and 먹기만 했더니, all I did was eat. So I only ate. 먹기만 했더니, and as a result, 몸무게가, my body weight, 늘어가다, goes up, increases out, and keeps going. 늘어가고 있어요. My weight just keeps increasing. That's what you get. You can say 늘다 by itself. 늘다 means to increase. 늘고 있어요. My weight is increasing right now. My weight is increasing right now. Wow, I'm looking at the scale. My weight is increasing. How is that possible? I'm not even doing anything. Why is my weight increasing? No, 늘어가다, to increase over time, right? So the direction it's going out is just through time. It's going into the future. 늘어가고 있어요. It keeps increasing. My weight keeps going up. 몸무게가 늘어가다 means to your weight increases. Your weight goes up. 운동을 안 하고 먹기만 했더니. So I didn't do any exercise and I only ate, and as a result, 몸무게가 늘어가고 있어요. My body weight is increasing continually into the future. That's what it means. I didn't exercise and I only ate. And as a result, my body weight is continuing to increase. 운동을 안 하고 먹기만 했더니 몸무게가 늘어가고 있어요. 몸무게가 늘어가고 있어요. Okay. Hopefully this is starting to make sense. Got some more examples though. 우리 집, so our. 우리 집 is a common way to say our when you're talking about a pet. You're saying our house, cat. 우리 집 고양이 is the way to say my cat or our family's cat. You know, my cat, we would just say in English, but in Korean they often say my family's cat, my house's cat. 우리 집 고양이가, and same with any pet. 강아지를 Let's just do this. 닮았다. 닮았다. 닮다 means to resemble. And it's used in the past tense. To resemble or resembled a dog. So our cat, our house's cat, my cat looks like a dog, right? Maybe your cat is so big and eats a lot and barks, right? And always runs up to you. So your cat is starting to look like a dog. It's starting to look like a dog. 우리 집 고양이가 강아지를 닮았다. Okay? Just trying to explain 닮다 first. 강아지를 닮아 가고 있어요. You might think I'm always using 가고 있어요 with the 고 있어요 form. It doesn't have to be, as I showed with the first example. These examples just so happens that 2 in a row use it. 닮아 가고 있어요. 닮다, 닮다, to resemble. 닮아 가다. To resemble and continually resemble more and more. Resembling in the future. Going toward the future. Resembling. Is 가고 있어요. It is resembling toward the future. 우리 집 고양이가 강아지를 닮아가고 있어요. My cat is looking more and more like a dog every day. If you want to think of it like that. My cat continually is looking more like a dog. 우리 집 고양이가 강아지를 닮아가고 있어요. So 닮다, looking like a dog and continually looking like a dog into the future. That's what it means. So our cat is continually looking more like a dog. Or, you know, every day our cat is looking more like a dog. 우리 집 고양이가 강아지를 닮아가고 있어요. So you'll hear phrases like 닮아가다. You might say like a married husband and wife every day 닮아가요. 닮아가요. They look like each other more and more every day is kind of what the meaning. Like they look like each other, not right now, not that they look like each other right now, but that they look like each other, right? More and more as time goes on. They continually, into the future, look like each other. So that's what this form means. And I've got one more example with the kada form, and then we'll go on to the oda form. Okay. Hopefully you guys are doing good. We got 115 people in here. Wonderful. Okay. 앞으로. 앞으로. Forward, literally. But that's also how you can say in the future. So also in the future, 앞으로, 앞으로도, in the future as well, or from now as well. Not just now, but in the future too. From now. 한국어, Korean. 한국어를 계속, continually. 계속 공부, study. Let's do 공부할 거예요 first. Okay. 앞으로도, so not just now, but 앞으로, in the future too. From now on. 한국어를 계속 공부할 거예요. I'm going to keep studying Korean from now on. From now on, 앞으로도, into the future. 한국어를 계속 공부할 거예요. I'm going to keep studying Korean from now, continually. 계속. Keep doing it. Okay, good. Perfect sentence. I don't want you to think that you cannot use the regular form, just know that it has a different meaning. 공부해, 갈 거예요. So, 앞으로도, from now on, 한국어를 계속 공부할 거예요. I'm going to keep studying Korean from now. 공부해 갈 거예요. I'm going to continue on studying Korean. So I hope that my motions are kind of helping. So not just from now I'm going to keep studying Korean, but I'm going to continue from now on into the future. I'm going to keep studying Korean. 앞으로도 한국어를 계속 공부해 갈 거예요. 앞으로도 한국어를 계속 공부해 갈 거예요. So I'm going to study Korean, or in the future, I will continue to study Korean. From now into the future, I will continue to study Korean, is what this sentence now means. So if you didn't use 해 가다, it still means I'm going to keep studying Korean. But now we have 해 갈 거예요. I was like, this shows that this studying is going to go somewhere into the future. So you're emphasizing that, well, it's not just studying in general. I'm not just going to study in general now. I'm going to keep studying into the future. 계속, into the future, continually studying into the future. That's what it means. So the direction you're going is outward into the future. 앞으로도 한국어를 계속 공부해 갈 거예요. Okay, that's enough of kada. And if you want some more examples, check out the worksheet. There are more of this as well as oda, which we're going to do next. So if you feel like you kind of got it, check out the worksheet and hopefully you'll really get it. There are some more examples there. The next form we're going to be doing is oda. This shows what you think it might show. So again, we are not talking about location now, not talking about doing something and coming here. This is about time. So this shows that some sort of action which started in the past continues up until today. Now, that action could or could not, or I should say that differently. Now, this action might or might not still be happening today. It might not. It could be. Could be something you're still doing or still goes on, or it could be something you just stopped. But the point is that the action started in the past and came until now. 오다. So it's just like kada, from now going into the future, but now we have from the past all the way until now. And in my opinion, this one is very, very commonly used and extremely useful. If you are trying to speak Korean naturally, this is one that you can easily apply this one today. When people ask you, how long have you been studying Korean? How long have you been living in Korea? All of those types of questions. Well, I have been living in Korea 3 years. I lived in Korea before. And I continued to live in Korea up until now for 3 years. This is a very useful form that you can use when answering those sorts of questions. So this shows that an action which started in the past continues just like before with kada. So it continues on until now. And that until could include now. So it doesn't mean like it stopped. It could still be going on. Like, yeah, I started working here 10 years ago and I have been working here for 10 years. This sort of I have been doing. I have been working. I have been studying. I have been learning. I have been waiting. Anything you can think of, I have been doing. That translation in English, which a lot of people are curious, how do you say it? You can do it with this form. You don't have to use this form to do it. But if you want to emphasize that an action, let me say this again. Anytime you want to emphasize that the action started in the past and has been continuing until now, use 오다. So you could just say something like, I studied Korean for 10 years. 한국어를 10년 동안 공부했어요. There is zero wrong with that sentence. That is fine. I studied Korean 10 years. I studied Korean. I studied Korean for 10 years. You're just talking about that time frame that passed. 10 years passed. During that time frame, I studied Korean. The end. 한국어를. Actually, I want you guys to make this sentence. Tell me in Korean. I haven't even told you this yet. Tell me in Korean, how long have you been studying Korean? Use this 오다 form. It could be months. It could be years. Tell me it. I bet you can get it right. Wow, Carrie. Whoa. 그리고 씨, 김치 대부를 좋아해요. I like the kimchi peanut butter jar too. All right. Carrie, that's huge donation. Carrie. Okay, perfect timing because now everyone's writing sentences. So I'm going to do a big kimchi dab. That is huge. Let's do a big kimchi dab for that. Okay. Got to get the right music. Let's do the disco part. Okay. I just hit my fan. I mean the fan that's in this field. Do it again. Wait, we got different music. Getting tired. Thank you. Really appreciate the donation. Thank you, Carrie. All your donations go straight into making new content for you guys. Hopefully soon I will have another announcement for you guys as well of another project that I'm working on. Yeah, so look forward to it. But I just want to say thank you as well so far with everyone who's done the donations. And if you can't do a donation, don't feel bad. Just watching and liking this video is great too. Kevin, does this mean that kada is usually used with the present tense conjugation, with the past tense conjugation? You can use the 오다 with the 오고 있다. Like continually from the past, I am doing something. Let me think for a sec. No, you could do a hypothetical situation where something goes like "Hey, 올 거예요," like it's going to continue from that. But I don't think so. Not too much. Yeah, typically you're going to hear the kada form used with some sort of present or future, and the 오다 used with some sort of past tense conjugation. Not that you have to, so I won't say you can't. But typically, yes, because you're most of the time just expressing something sort of like right now, like it has happened in the past and it's going until now, and it's continuing into the future, so it will 갈 거예요, or is continuing. Yeah, most of the time, yes. So if your question, let me reread your question. You asked usually used. Yes, then yes, I'll answer that. Usually used, yes, with the present tense or future tense. All right. Let's see what you guys have got. 공부해왔어요. Nice, you guys have got it. 저는 6개월 동안 한국어를 공부해왔어요. Nice, Kiki. Nice. 아니, 한국에서 살고 있는데 Nope. Jessica C, we'll talk about that in a second. We'll talk about using 살다 with this form. You can also use 살다 with this form, but I can't give you everything because then there's not going to be any examples left for me to put on the board. So I can't give you everything right now. 10년 동안 한국어를 공부해왔어요. 10년. You wrote for 민호기. 반년 동안. Okay, I've studied for half a year. 공부한지. Okay, Letitia, that is okay to say too. What you're saying is, since I learned Korean, it has been 8 months. It's been 8 months since I learned Korean. But that doesn't mean that you have been learning Korean for 8 months. It could, but it really just means since I learned Korean, well, it's been 8 months. And in fact, for that, you actually don't want to say 배운지 or 공부한지. You want to say 배우기 시작한지. Since I started learning Korean, it's been 8 months since I started learning Korean. And that's okay to do. It doesn't mean, though, that you were consistently learning it during that time. It just says, well, I started learning Korean 8 months ago. That's it. So maybe you started 8 months ago and then you quit, right? It doesn't really say that. It probably means you still are in context. But this is a different expression. This means something started in the past. It started, and not only did it start in the past, not just like 한지 something time, 되다, not that. Started in the past and has been going on, continually going on, up until the present. So this action that started over there in time now comes to here in time. So you guys have got some good sentences, but I'm going to write down some more for you. So let's just do this. So the next time someone asks you, how long have you been studying Korean? 얼마 동안 공부했어요? 몇 년 동안 공부했어요? How many years have you studied for? 얼마 동안, how long have you studied? 몇 년 동안, for how many, whatever, 몇 개월, any months. They ask you, how long have you been studying Korean? You could just say, well, I studied for 1년 동안, 1 year, 2년 동안. Or you can say, I have been studying. It doesn't necessarily sound cooler, but it's just one more expression you can use. Like, not only have I started in the past, but I still am continually up until this day. And that amount of time has been... let's do this. 오랫동안. A long time. 한국어를 오랫동안. You could just say 공부했어요. I studied Korean for a long time. And it sounds perfect, just like it does in English. Oh, how long have you studied Korean? Oh, I studied Korean a long time. Yeah. I have been studying Korean for a long time. It's just a different way of saying it in English as it is in Korean. So now you're saying, yeah, I started studying Korean in the past, and I've been doing it for a long time. All the way until today. Up until today, from the past, continually. That's what you want. That's what you have to keep in mind. Continually. 한국어를 오랫동안 공부해왔어요. 한국어를 오랫동안 공부해왔어요. 한국어를 오랫동안 공부해왔어요. I have been studying Korean for a long time. Or this is where you would put however long you've studied it for. So in my case, 저는 한국어를 15년 동안 공부해왔어요. I've been learning Korean now for 15 years. It actually will be my 15th anniversary in a couple months. I think I started in around June. May or June was when I first started it in 2005. 한국어를 15년 동안 공부해왔어요. So I started in the past, and for 15 years, 15년 동안, the period of 15 years, I have been continually studying up until today. So I have been studying. If I were to just say 한국어를 15년 동안 공부했어요. That's just straightforward. I studied Korean for 15 years. Okay, cool. I studied Korean for 15 years. Straightforward. Fine. But I want to say no. I want to say I've been continually studying it for 15 years. Not just I studied it, but it's been continual from now and all the way up until now. So not just I studied Korean for 15 years. In fact, just saying 15년 동안 공부했어요 doesn't necessarily mean right now, right? I could be saying when I was a kid. 제가 어렸을 때 한국어를 15년 동안 공부했어요. When I was a kid, I studied Korean for 15 years. But that was 50 years ago, right? You could say something like that because in context, I studied Korean for 15 years. Doesn't mean until now. But you could not say that with 공부해 오다 because it has to mean until right now. So that's just how they're slightly different. Not that one is right, not that one is wrong, or one is better or more natural, just that they have different meanings. So you could say 오랫동안 공부했어요. I studied for a long time when you're talking about the past. Like 제가 대학생 때, when I was a college student, 일본어를 3년 동안 공부했어요. I studied Japanese for 3 years. But I could not say 일본어를 3년 동안 공부해왔어요. If I said 3년 동안 공부해왔어요, that means 3 years ago from now, I studied Japanese continually up until now. So it has a different meaning, right? Hopefully you can see that. 한국어를 오랫동안 공부해왔어요. So I have been studying Korean for a long time. Again, if this part is too complicated for you, remember this form is an intermediate form. So if it's going over your head, don't worry. It's okay that it goes over your head if you're a beginner because this is an intermediate form. And even intermediates don't use this form correctly. It's more like you'll get good at it around the mid-intermediate level. But low intermediate, you might not have even used this form once before. So yeah, everyone's a bit different in how they learn. All right, and we are way behind on time. But let's do another one. Hey, how long have you been in Korea? How long have you been living here? 얼마 동안 살았어요? 한국에 온 지 얼마나 됐어요? How long have you been in Korea? How long has it been since you've come to Korea? Well, how would you answer that question? Give it a try. How would you answer that question? I'll tell you, you're going to start with 한국에서. And we're going to use 살다, the verb 살다, to live. How would you answer this question? 여기 온 지 얼마나 된 거야? You know, how long you been here? Okay, well, they might not use 반말 to you, but it depends on the person. 여기 온 지 얼마나 됐어요? How long you been here for? Okay, how are you going to answer that? You could say, well, I came here 3 years ago. 3년 전에 왔어요. Okay. 여기서 산 지 3년이 됐어요. It's been 3 years since I lived here. Okay. But now you want to say, I have been living here for 3 years, or I have been living here for however much time. Ocean discovery. Ocean discovery. Thank you. Ocean discovery. Nice. Let's see. We got a question. 감사합니다, 선생님. What do you think about memorizing frequently used phrases? No, I really don't think that's good. I think that's okay for like tourists who have no intention of learning the language. Like, it's okay for everyone to memorize a few of those really basic phrases like 감사합니다, 안녕하세요, you know, 저는 something something이에요, 제 이름은, like that. I think that's totally fine. Beginning level, totally fine to do that. But beyond that, you can't, because it really depends on who you are, who you're talking to, and what situation you're in. So you might learn the phrase like, 아쉽네요, like, oh, that's too bad. But then you go to your boss and you think it's polite, so you're like, 아쉽습니다, you know, to your boss, and it sounds awkward. Like, that's not an expression that you would use in that sort of situation. So I don't think it's very good. I think you can easily misuse it. But in the beginner level, I think it's not so bad. So, yeah, I don't think it's that great. But let me do a dab for you. Let's do the dab party. Getting some really good donations today. It's nice. Thank you, Ocean Discovery. Okay, back to the lesson. 32년 전에 살아왔어. Okay. What you do is you say, remember, what you're saying is I've been doing something for a long time. So you're not going to say 32 years ago. You are just saying, if you say 한국에서 살아왔어요 by itself, you are saying I have been living in Korea. So I've lived in Korea in the past continually until today. If you say 32 years ago, 32년 전, you're saying 32 years ago I had lived in Korea. It doesn't quite fit. What you're already saying with using 살아오다 is that something already happened in the past. 32년 전에 살아왔어요. I lived here 32 years ago. At 32 years ago, I had been living there in the past until today. It kind of sounds a little bit awkward that you're throwing 32 years before. Instead, you just want to say, for 32 years, I have been living in Korea. Not, I have been living in Korea 32 years ago. I guess that's a good way. So what you said, 32년 전에, would be kind of like saying, I have been living in Korea 32 years ago. It doesn't really make sense. Like, they'll know what you mean. They'll know you've been living for 32 years. But what you should say is 32년 동안, for 32 years. Or 연간. Sometimes people just use 간. But 동안. So for 32 years, I have been living in Korea. Or whatever time you want to say. So, I have been living in Korea for 3 years. 한국에서 3년 동안 살다. So you could just say 살았어요. I lived in Korea for 3 years. But remember, it doesn't have the context of something continually happening from the past. It just means sometime in the past, I lived in Korea for 3 years. So it could be right up until now, or it could be you're talking about, when you're a kid. 살아왔어요. So now, up until now, from the past, up until now, I have been living for 3 years in Korea. 한국에서 3년 동안 살아왔어요. So someone asks me, how long have you been living in Korea? 저 한국에서 3년 동안 살아왔어요. 한국에서 3년 동안 살아왔어요. I have been living in Korea for 3 years. From the past, for a period of 3 years, continually living in Korea, up until now. I have been living in Korea for 3 years. Instead of just 살았어요. I lived in Korea for 3 years. 한국에서 3년 동안 살아왔어요. I have lived in Korea for 3 years. I don't know why I'm surprised that I'm going over the lesson time, but we've got 2 more sentences. I have been working at this company for 10 years. How would you say that? Go ahead and give it a try. Don't look at the board. I have been working at this company for 10 years. Sorry, I know this is kind of tight because I'm going over the donations. I don't want to go there. Now, you don't have to use it with 동안. I'm just using it with 동안 in these examples because I think these are really common use situations. You don't need to specify the time. Just using the 오다 form by itself or the kada form by itself means that something's continuing through time by itself. By itself. Yeah. So I'm just using these because these are common ways you'll see them used. Not that you have to use 동안 with this form. If you wrote an example sentence, I'm not going to be checking it, but I just wanted you guys to try it. Let's see what you guys got. I'm just going to look it really quick, though. (10년) 동안 일해왔어요. Yeah. 이 회사에서, at this company, this 회사, company, 이 회사에서 10년 동안, for 10 years, 일하다, to work, 일해왔어요. I have been working at this company for 10 years. Gosh darn it, I know what I'm talking about. I deserve that promotion. 이 회사에서 10년 동안 일해왔어요. What I'm trying to mix some fake character, whatever. Okay. 이 회사에서 10년 동안 일해왔어요. So, in the past, this started in the past, and it's been going on. How long? Well, I'm going to specify 10년 동안, for 10 years. Though, if you don't use it, it's okay. Just, I have been working at this company. Maybe you could say that, okay. 이 회사에서 10년 동안 일해왔어요. So, I have been working from the past up until today for 10 years. Now I'm fired, whatever. Or maybe I'm still working here. I'm a really valuable employee. 10년 동안 일해왔어요. 이 회사에서 10년 동안 일해왔어요. I have been working here continually from the past. 왔어요. Up until here in time. Working. 이 회사에서 10년 동안 일해 왔어요. So I have been working at this company for 10 years. And our last sentence for today. Okay. I have been waiting for this moment. 순간. 순간 is a moment. 순간. One moment. Like this moment right here in time. 순간. 이 순간을. Take a guess. 기다려 왔어요. Waiting from the past. I started waiting in the past, and I've been continually waiting up until now. 이 순간을, this moment. 이 순간을 기다려 왔어요. I have waited for this moment. From the past, continually up until now, I have waited for this moment. 이 순간을 기다려 왔어요. 이 순간을 기다려 왔어요. Okay, that was our last sentence. And if you are a Patreon member, even the $1 Patreon members, you get access to the worksheet for today. So make sure to download that. There's another 11 or 12 practice problems that you can try on there as well. I'm going to do a Q&A just for 10 minutes. So if you have some questions, feel free to ask them now. I don't have much time because I know my train's supposed to be here soon. So yeah, feel free if you have any questions, you can ask them right now. Now would be a great time to ask any of those questions. Let's see. Let's just check this. Oops. Okay. Yeah, What do I hear? Oh no! No! That's my train! Wait! 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 Okay, so I guess oops. my that was my train, guys. I don't know when the next one's even gonna come. They only come like every 2 hours. That's why I was out here. I figured I would spend 2 hours here and do the live stream while I waited for the train. Oh, I see. It's like, why is it? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I just missed the last train. That's too bad. Let me just adjust my webcam a little bit. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'll do a Q&A for another 10 minutes. Gosh. Other quick announcements. Remember, there is merchandise. You can check it out. There's a link in the description. Some people have already posted their photos on like Twitter and Instagram. It looks really nice. So check it out. If you want to help support the channel in another way, you can also get some merchandise and then wear it outside. And then everyone will be like, hey, what is that? I've never even seen that before. I'm not learning Korean. But yeah. And let's see. Other announcements are also make sure to check out the Discord to keep up to date with everything that's going on. And, oh yeah. And I said this at the beginning, but also in case you didn't read my channel, I'm going to be uploading every week for this next month, for April, 3 videos every single week. So, yes, in addition to these live streams, which I'll be doing on the regular schedule, you can find the schedule on my community tab. I'm also going to be uploading 3 videos every week. So hopefully you get plenty of Korean content while you're stuck at home. And I'm not going to make an announcement about this on my YouTube anywhere. I'm not going to make a community post, but I did just start a second YouTube channel for gaming content. So if you search Go Billy Gaming, you can find the channel. I'm going to try to play some Korean language games. So if you have any suggestions, if there's any games that you want me to try that have Korean language, let me know. For the time being, I just did a stream playing the game Amnesia, just a horror game. But in the future, yeah, I'd like to do some Korean games for fun. So that's just an extra fun thing. Okay, go ahead if you have any questions. 기차를 기다려왔지만 놓쳤어요. Yes, I have been waiting for the train. But I missed it. 2시간 동안 기다려왔지만 I have been waiting for 2 hours, but 결국은 놓쳤어요. Ultimately, in the end, I missed it. Or 놓쳐버렸어요. I completely missed the train. 007빵. Yeah, 007. 연기. 언제 시작? Okay, Small's wondering when I'm going to start my when I'm going to start acting. Yeah. For all of your sakes, hopefully, and for Hollywood's sake, hopefully never. But you never know. Okay. Do you have to specify how long? No, you don't have to specify how long. I was trying to think what your question was asking. No. You don't have to specify how long. Like as in the example, the last example I just gave, 이 순간을 기다려왔어요. Just I have been waiting for this moment. I didn't say how long. You could say 이 순간을 한 달 동안, for 1 month, 기다려왔어요. I waited for this for 1 month. But you don't have to say that for 1 month. You could just say I have waited for this moment. It still means the same thing, just without adding the time. 기적의 분식집, Korean game. Okay, Flying Icarus, send me a message on Discord or make a comment on my gaming channel because I'm not going to be taking suggestions here for games. I'm only taking suggestions over there. Like I said, I'm not going to be advertising it on this channel, except I'm just letting you guys know here, but you won't see posts about it on this channel. So yeah, go to my gaming channel. You can make a comment there, make a suggestion, go in Discord, make a suggestion. That's totally fine. And I'll definitely check them all out. Binky, how would you use this for in present or future tense? Hypothetical situations? Yeah, more of a hypothetical usage. Are you learning Japanese? No, I learned Japanese a long time ago. I wish we had more games made by Go Billy Korean. I was yeah, I guess I'll share this with you. I was working on a game for a long time. An actual game. And I hit a roadblock in that I finished the beta. I never announced this because it's not it never got to a point where I could share it yet. I did finish I shouldn't say beta. I finished the first 10 minutes of the gameplay. But I hit a roadblock because of artwork. I wasn't able to make the artwork as well as I wanted to, and I didn't have a budget to really spend money on making games when I don't really have a market for selling a game to. It would be very expensive to do the artwork, so I figured if I were to actually pay someone for the art, it would be somewhere in the range of $6,000, which I don't have $6,000 to throw into a game that might or might not sell any copies. Maybe it would sell a dozen copies. So I couldn't really take that gamble, so I stopped working on the game. But in the future, maybe if I have like a meetup with like partner and they do artwork and they want to work on some sort of like a revenue split or just, work for discount or something. I don't know. We can see about it. But yeah, I never released that. I'm not going to be sharing any information about that. So don't wait for that. How do you say Billy Korean is the best YouTube channel? You can say it you could say it with either 제일, like 제일, or 가장. Both of those mean the most. So 제일 재밌는 or 제일 좋은. So the 가장 좋은, like the best, the most goodest. 가장 좋다, to be the best, or 제일 좋다, to be the best. You could just 제일 좋은 채널 or 가장 좋은 채널. And then 이다, 이에요, 입니다, 이야, whatever you want to say like that. So 고빌리 코리아는 가장 좋은 유튜브 채널이다. Ieu. Whatever you want to say. Kind of like that. Am I fluent in Japanese? Nope. I am not fluent in Japanese. 평생. Is there a way to get a hold of the worksheets for YouTube members? It's only on Patreon. I don't think I'd be able to keep... The reason is every time I upload the video, every time I upload the worksheet, there's a lot of other like places I upload it to. Like I make posts about it on Patreon. I make a second post about it on Discord. I upload it to my Google Doc. I make a PDF. I post it into my Google Drive. I wouldn't want to add where I also like make a separate zip document that I upload every single week that I then post to YouTube channels. But if you're a YouTube member and you want the worksheets, join the Discord members channel and message me, and I'm sure I could send them to you. If you're already a member, I don't mind you having them. It's just I can't do it automatically because it's already a lot of work to post it in the other places. Then I'm trying to avoid like doubling my work for how much time it takes to do it. But yeah, if you want it, send me a message. I'll give it to you. How many pairs of that shirt do you have? At least 5. YouTube. Okay. Any other questions? Those first 10 minutes. Yeah, they're fun. And I still have it. I could still revive it. I still remember exactly what I was doing with it. He showers in it. Yes. Well, I mean, how else am I supposed to get it clean? Duh. I obviously have to shower in it. I mean, what am I going to do? Take off my clothes? It's inappropriate. How do you say one more time in Korean? Pon is the counter for time. Like how many times? Han, one. Pon, 더, more. So one time more. 한 번 더. 한 번 더. One more time or once more. His pants and shoes. Yeah, I mean my pants and my shoes, they get dirty too, so obviously I got to shower with those. Seriously, think about these questions before you ask them. They're pretty obvious. Your son wants a shirt like Go Billy. I will bring him a shirt if he really wants a shirt. I know where I can order them from. I can get him a shirt. Can work it out. Or at least I can tell him where he can get one if he wants to order. Because actually, I get these in Korea. These are a Korean company. I haven't been able to find any American shirts that do the same pattern. And same with the hat. I actually have several of these hats. They are all from the same Korean company. Did you code the game yourself? Yes, 100%. Why do we write words like 혼잣말 instead of 혼자말? Where did the 시옷 come from? Oh, Renshin. That's a great question. And in fact, I just finished. Well, actually, no, this was the video I did last year. I made a video about it, edited it, and uploaded it, but it's not public. That will be posted in a few months. But Renshin, I did make a video about how to use this one. This letter specifically, when you see it in words like 혼잣말, not just what it means and where to use it, but where it comes from, how you can use it yourself, stuff like that. It's going to be one of the Korean FAQ episodes, and I will start uploading those next week. Not that episode, but I'll start uploading Korean FAQ videos again every week, once a week, starting next week. Can you provide those checkered shirts on your merch? No, I don't make them, so I wouldn't be able to make them and sell them at a price that would be worth it, because there are no options to do full prints like this. This is just made with a special pattern. This is not printed. This is just, the pattern was printed originally, but this is not a, what do I say? This is not, actually, no, it wasn't even printed. This is not like a pattern you can just print onto a t-shirt. This has to be sewed out of the special type of fabric. And the company that I use for printing t-shirts doesn't have any options for different fabric materials like that. It's only for printing. So I can make a shirt that's printed in this pattern all over, but it would kind of look weird. So you'd have to just, I can't make these shirts. If anyone has any connection with a clothes manufacturer that can make these shirts and wants to sell them get in contact with me. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, next week. Today is Sunday here. Starting from next week, so not this week, not right now, next week, this week's going to be a Korean test episode and a couple other episodes and a video about, I think it's going to be the Korean resources that I use. Oh yeah, I think that's this Sunday's video. I think that's this Friday's upcoming video is a video about which resources do I use for learning Korean. I think that's the video, right? Let me check. Yeah. So it's going to be the video about which resources, as in like which books or which apps or stuff do I personally use, not the ones that I recommend for other people to use, but just which ones have I used and which ones do I currently use. And then next week, starting the next week after that, will be Korean FAQ videos once every single week. And I have some fun topics coming up for that. I've wanted to upload those since last year. I actually filmed them back last November, many of them. And then some more I just filmed last month. So yeah, I have 26 that are already ready to go. And I'll be uploading one per week. Tasehan, are you talking about tase? Tasehada? Ta? Not ta, but ta? Small. That took me a minute. What? Billy making it easy for people to cosplay as him. Yeah. Good luck. You also need to get KeyCat, remember? I don't think the cosplay would be complete unless you have the KeyCat doll as well. Billy, you got to stop this. Stop what? Yeah, maybe tasehada. I don't think tasehada. Tasehan. Tasehada to be detailed, to be in-depth. So tasehi 설명하다, to explain something in depth, to explain something like specifically or detailedly, in detail. Okay. All right. This is all we're going to do today. So thank you for everyone for coming. People are already leaving anyway. Okay. So I'm stuck out here for another couple hours, but we will stop the live stream now. So thank you everyone for coming. And if you have more questions, make sure to join the Discord. And I will see you guys again next time. 그럼 다음에 또 봐. Now I just got to find a way out of here. Okay, I'm just going to walk off this direction. Maybe if I don't even know what I should do. Should I like check out over here? Maybe I'll like walk out. I'll just walk out over here. I'm just going to take a nap. I'm just going to relax over here.